Okay, so this is going to be a quick tip to show you how to basically burp a brake system. This is the Shimano XT 8000. It works on all the Shimano brakes, Hope brakes is what I first started using it on, Hayes, you name it. I've not found a brake system yet that won't work. I mean, you may have to adapt what I'm going to show you to make it work on another brake system, but 9 times out of 10 this will improve the braking system if it is currently poor. It helps you balance your brakes out with the other brake, and just basically get a bit more performance out of your brake. It's really simple and requires no maintenance. I've just cut this hose down this brake. I've not bled it through or anything. Never bleed brakes. I've not bled a brake in a long time, basically because this system works so well. Unless your system is completely fucked and you've got loads of air in the caliper, which then you do need to bleed it through. But in this case, because I'm bleeding it from the actual master lever, you don't need to worry about stuff like that. So let's get cracking. Okay, so first up, you need to access your reservoir. In this case, you undo this little screw here. On other brakes like Hope, for example, you need to undo the reservoir top cap. Some have like little bleed holes and so on. But yeah, you need to get access to the reservoir. So this is what I'm doing. Okay, don't lose that little washer there. Now with Shimano brakes, they have a little hole, so you have to put an actual reservoir on top. So it's like a major one. So this is like the actual bleeding pot, they call it. It allows you to basically get more fluid in there and also access the system. Because obviously trying to burp the system with the top cap off would be very difficult to actually do it properly. So this little pot helps basically fill that with fluid, so the air can control into there, and the air escapes through the pot. These are like a couple of quid to buy from most shops. Brake systems like Tektro, I can't think of another one, but the other brake systems do have this sort of system. We have a little pot that screws on top. It just basically means the brake can be made a lot thinner. You don't have to have a big bulky reservoir. Hope still keep it real by having the reservoir built into the actual lever, and you can obviously still do the system. So inside the pot, I've got some fluid. You see that fluid in there? Get a better picture, better angle. There we go. So that's got some fluid in there, and you see the little hole at the bottom. Now what I'm going to do now is basically pull this lever towards the bar and let go of it. Basically flick it like so. Okay. So when I flick the lever, you see air coming into the system. Now you could have bled the whole system through. You spent a whole day bleeding the system. You've got no bubbles coming out of the caliper, and you feel the lever, and it feels like spongy. Well, what this does is basically push the piston in the master cylinder through the bore. So it pushes the fluid forward, and then it sucks it back. Once it sucks it back, the air gets drawn back quicker. So what you're basically doing is burping the system. Now you can see the lever travels quite far, it's quite spongy. You just start flicking it. I originally learnt this technique a long time ago. I was watching the World Cup at Fort William, and Andy Kiffin, who was Steve Pete's race mechanic, he was there flicking his lever. And I've been a mechanic for quite a while. I was like, what the hell is he doing? I couldn't work out what he was doing. So when I got back to work, I was working on a customer's bike and I started flicking the lever to the reservoir. I just copied what he was doing to see what was going on. And sure enough, I saw all this air was coming in. Even though the brake felt great, I found lots of air coming through the system. And in the master cylinder, there's lots of springs and seals and stuff for the air to get trapped around. So what I'm doing now is basically freeing off all the air. And already the brake's starting to come good. But basically, it's just cleaning off the system, it's getting rid of all the air, drawing it all through. And it's something you do periodically if you feel your brakes going a bit spongy, or your left or the right doesn't feel the same. And sometimes it's really hard to show you in this video. Sometimes you can squeeze it, and you can see an air bubble go forwards and backwards. Yeah, do that. I do this on my car, I do it on my motorbike, and it's a system that works really well. Not all cars, obviously, you can do it on. And more modern cars, you need to be done bled differently than this, but your traditional style cars, you can basically fit the lever. Motorbikes works really well. I had a Brembo lever on my little track bike, and it was a bitch to bleed, but this system helped me loads. So you see the air's coming out. Basically just keep doing it until the air stops coming through into the chamber or into the reservoir that you're using, and also till the lever starts to feel good, in which case this one is. And that is it. So that's it. You should have a nice firm lever. It's just simply flicking the lever back and forth. Sometimes it can be pretty quick, pretty instantaneous. Sometimes it takes a while for it to happen, but just keep flicking away, and eventually the lever should come good, and you should get more of a positive feel from it. Another top tip is obviously wind the lever span. Put it out as far away from the bar as possible. That helps get more travel of the actual piston in the master cylinder. But that is about it. Yeah. Any comments, questions, write them down below. If you want me to do different videos and anything else that you're stuck on or want some help on, let me know. I'll get those videos done. Please, like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.